What's going on, y'all? Masterpiece here with a very sad confession to make. And I'm so scared to let it out. But I feel like I just have to let my conscience free. This household, as well as millions of others, have dead bodies in our freezers. There's 4 dead bodies. There's probably 6 victims. There's another 6 victims. Another couple victims back there. Who knows how many victims this was comprised of? Oh, I feel terrible, but I have to spread the truth and the knowledge. Here's some more victims ground up. Maybe even 40 victims. Who knows? It's just a sad, sad day. This here's someone was a victim of rape and kidnapping for this. And I just can't cope with the guilt anymore. It just got too real and I had to let it out. I confess, there are dead bodies being harbored in my refrigerator freezer and my downstairs deep freeze. And I truly feel remorseful. Wake up, people. Wake the up. Okay? We are harboring dead bodies and keeping them on ice for later use. When you consume death, you exude death. You become death. Okay? When you ingest dead, rotting cells, then your body, your RNA and DNA wants to replicate that. Okay? So how does it replicate it? Well, you don't just simply collapse, because it's not like every single cell of the body is determinant on that one meal. But what happens is its locale that is affected, it mutates the cells. The cells don't know what to do with it. It thinks it's free radicals. Now it wants to be like it because that's its modus operandi. And now it's creating manifestations of decline, of degradation. So it's manifesting things like tumors, cataracts, Alzheimer's, hip and joint arthritis. Okay, these things are signs of someone being dead. Okay, because a fully functional, healthy body, that's what you say is healthy and alive. But a body that is completely not functioning at all is dead. So all it is degrees in between there. You're eating milk, eating the dairy. These are dead things. These are dead forms of products. And I don't want to call it food, because flesh is not food. And I want to do a whole video on that, about how flesh is a corpse and food is, well, this, a rock melon or cantaloupe. Okay? It has the seeds inside of it. It has the power to reproduce itself. Many more of itself. As soon as I eat this and I throw the seeds away, if I cultivate that seed, it'll grow. If I was in Jamaica or in Africa, I wouldn't have to cultivate it. It would just grow just by me dropping it and throwing some dirt over it. When I throw the seed away, birds eat it, mice eat it, insects eat it. It decomposes. It's nitrogenous and its carbonic matters decompose back down into its natural essences and become the soil all over again. Okay, these foods are alive. They're still firm. They're intact. They look like they did when they were on the branch. Not like the dead bodies. This doesn't look like how I remember it. No feathers. There's no pumping blood going through it. Okay, this doesn't look like the muscle fibers of the meat. This looks like spaghetti, like meat spaghetti. Okay, this is not food. It's not. It doesn't give back. Okay, it doesn't return anything. Okay, there's no reciprocity. So, if you got dead bodies in your freezer, maybe your parents are still hooked on the meat. Maybe your friends are still hooked on the meat. But, I'm saying call them out. We should be able to call authorities for this. Okay, we should be able to call up the local authorities and be like, yo, I know someone who's harboring dead bodies. They'll show up, and then you show them that it's just chicken or just beef, and they'll probably walk away and they'll probably give you a misdemeanor or a fine for wasting their time. But there's really dead bodies in here. There's carcasses in my freezer, and there's carcasses probably in your freezer or a loved one of yours. Okay, and now what's the difference? That family, that chicken or that cow had a parent, obviously. Okay, it probably had or was on its way to having or wanting or expecting offspring. And when it had the offspring, wouldn't it have taught it everything it knows? So this means, wouldn't it be expecting to have some sort of responsibility and taking that upon itself and not complaining? You've never seen an animal complain about having offspring, and they have litters. We have children. They have litters. Okay? And still, they tend to them as if there's some sort of love involved. Okay? They really care about keeping them out of danger. I saw a video of a duckling. It fell into a manhole, and the mother duck was like pacing frantically back and forth until the humans got it out. And when the humans got it out, it ran to the mother, and then the mother ran into the bushes with the other ducklings. Maybe it would have stayed around longer if they were vegan. Who knows? But the animals can smell the death on us, and they want to stay away from us. Okay? I want to do a video on that too, about our auras and how babies see more than just this body. In fact, when they're just born, I truly believe that they don't even see this body. They just see light auras. And that's how they distinguish you, okay? Because we know that babies can't really see, but they still distinguish you. They still know where mama is. They still know where dada is. Okay? And so when someone like my father, who's full of acid, full of mucus, his excrement just smells horrific, and you know that he's dying inside. And so the light has been dimmed. He's dim. If we're all light beings and sunlight makes it through the atoms and the cells, then that means that if we're clogged up in the colon, it's providing a shade and it's providing dimness. You got to keep it bright inside of you, and you got to keep it oxygenated. I mean, you got to keep it bright inside you, and you got to keep the quality of the oxygen inside of you at its maximum potential. You want to deep breathe and feed the cells through the nose. Okay? And you want to let the sunlight in. So when a baby looks at someone, or an animal looks at someone who is full of meat, full of death, full of putrefaction, full of acid, then they don't see a really luminous glow. In my belief, I believe that they see a very dim light, and then so you see a shadow, and so a baby is maybe they cry, maybe say, "Hey, how are you, baby?" and they cry instantly, maybe because they don't see you. They see a shadow. They're not seeing your light body, your light details. They're seeing a shadow, a dark shadow figure coming up to them. Okay? And this is, in my opinion, how we get the ideas of, a being of light, being um, being of the dark, a shadow being, you know, because I believe that in your most pure form, in your higher self, you can see light, auras, and you can also detect when those auras and that light is not present. Okay? If you look at a piece of meat under a Carillion photography camera, then you will see that it's very dim. But if you held like a pear under the Carillion camera, you'll see it's like bolting with electricity, just everywhere. Out of every surface area, just electric shocks, and that's Carillion photography. I believe Kirlian, maybe. I think I got a picture. Hold on. Yeah, I went to a shop where they had a Kirlian camera set up, and also a machine that read your aura. And this was my aura results. It was a pretty tough day, but it's still, I still had the greens and the blues of the calm. Um, had a little bit of yellows in there, but overall, it was cool. It was cool to see the colors that I was emitting. And also, I got another photo taken where you can actually see me and the colors swooping around me. So um, that is, I believe, Kirlian photography. Kri or Kirlian. I believe. I could be wrong. So yeah, so people, get those dead bodies out of your freezer. Stop turning your bodies into graveyards. Uh, get the crime scene cleaned up. Get that out of your house. I'm working on it. My mom's going on a vegan challenge. My dad, he's in rough shape. Just been back and forth to the doctors recently. So I've been harping him. I've been harping and harping him about, getting into a plant-based living foods diet. And so he went out and spent over $100 on fruits and vegetables galore. You know what I'm saying? Just, getting it all in there. Exotic stuff, the jackfruit, the bok choy, the green bananas, the guavas, the mangoes, young coconuts, the mangoes back there, pumpkin back there. You know what I'm saying? The key limes, which have high electricity and high vibration. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, well, I know that if they stay on the path of light and vibrational excellence and purity, which is what the fruits provide, I know that they're going to be experiencing a lot more ease, which right now they experience dis-ease, and I know that they're going to experience a lot more peace in their mind and in their everyday life and with interaction with animal. And just once you get the dead bodies out of your system and you get it out of your fridge, you just feel so much better, so much lighter, guilt-free, no blood on your hands. And it's the future. It's the diet of the future. The children of tomorrow are going to be looking at us like we're crazy, and insensitive. So the sooner we switch the diet over, the sooner we will be able to get the full respect of our children that are coming up, because they see beyond this. These rainbow children, these light children, they're coming up, they're asking questions at earlier ages. You see these YouTube videos of these children who can barely speak, like asking questions about where this meat is coming from, and making the relation to the fact that they were animals and not wanting to eat it, and actually changing their parents' minds. Even one kid made his mother cry. So let's get back on this high vibrational train. Let's experience our highest potential. Let's get the dead bodies out of our fridge and out of our freezers and out of our minds and out of our guts, okay? And let's come together and let's be one. All right? Let's save the planet. Watch Cowspiracy. Let's uplift. Let's free the voiceless. And let's be that voice for them, okay? All right, this is Masterpiece saying, eat to live. Peace.